In a quiet village surrounded by green fields and golden light, there lived a young boy named Aman. He was just 12, small, thin, and barefoot, but his heart carried more dreams than most people twice his age. Aman had no parents. His mother had passed away when he was 5, and his father had left to find work but never returned. His only companion was a hen named Lali, the last gift his mother had given him before she died. Every morning, Aman would wake before sunrise, pat Lali gently, and whisper, "You and me, Lali, will make it somehow." He would take her eggs to the village market, sell them, and buy a little rice or bread for the day. Sometimes, if Lali didn't lay an egg, Aman would go to sleep hungry, but he never complained. His mother had once told him, "When you have less, your heart learns to give more." One cold morning, Aman met an old woman named Amma Shanti sitting near the well. She looked frail and tired, with wrinkles that told stories of long, lonely years. She smiled weakly and said, "Child, do you have something to eat?" Aman looked at the single egg in his basket, his only meal for the day. He hesitated for a moment, then smiled and handed it to her. "Here, Amma, you need it more than me." Tears welled in her eyes as she took it. "May your kindness return to you, my boy," she whispered. From that day on, Amma Shanti waited by the well every morning, and Aman always shared whatever he had. Sometimes an egg, sometimes a piece of bread, sometimes nothing but a smile. But life, as always, tested him again. One evening, a fox entered Aman's hut and killed Lali. The boy ran to her lifeless body, trembling, crying uncontrollably, his only friend gone. That night, the hut was silent, except for the sound of his tears falling onto the empty floor. The next morning, he sat outside the hut, staring at the sky. His basket was emptied of no eggs, no food, no hope. Amma Shanti came slowly, leaning on her stick. When she saw him crying, she knelt down and said softly, "You gave me food when you were hungry. Today, let me give you something in return." She handed him a small cloth bundle. Inside was a few coins and a loaf of bread. "Use this to start again, Aman. Don't let the world break the goodness inside you." Aman held her hand tightly. "But Amma, why are you helping me?" She smiled, eyes glistening. "Because someone once helped me when I was broken too. And that's how light travels, from one heart to another." With Amma's help, Aman bought another hen. He cared for it like it was his own family. Slowly, he started selling eggs again, saving a little each day. Years passed. Aman grew into a young man, hardworking and wise. The village people often said, "That boy with the hen has the biggest heart in the smallest hut." One morning, he went to Amma's hut to give her breakfast, but she was gone. On her small bed lay a letter that said, "My dear Aman, when you read this, I will be with the angels. But remember, the true measure of life isn't how much we have, but how much love we give away. You gave me that love. Now give it to the world." Tears fell down his face as he read her final words. He buried the letter under the banyan tree where they used to sit together and whispered, "You'll always live here, Amma, in my heart." From that day, Aman started feeding every hungry child who came to his door. He named his small hut the Empty Plate, saying, "Even an empty plate can feed someone if it's filled with love." Moral of the story: true wealth isn't in full pockets, but in full hearts. Even when you have little, give, because kindness is the only thing that grows when shared. Never forget, life tests your strength not when you have everything, but when you lose it all and still choose to love.